Well, g'day folks. Thanks for joining us again for your local May people and property market update. And with the state government's announcement on Friday, there seems a sense of excitement in the air with regards to our industry returning to a sense of normality. It's time to get excited if you're a seller and buyers in the marketplace right now. Obviously, off the back of the state government's recommendations stating that as of this week, we can go back to a sense of normality with respect to open for inspections and on-site auctions. So folks, let's jump into the nitty-gritty of what's happened in the last 30 days in our local marketplace. Throughout that time, I was super privileged to assist 6 clients achieve their desirable sold result and outcome. Of those 6 clients that achieved their sold results, 5 of them were at the seller's acceptance price or above, or at minimum within the property's advertised price range of the home coming to market within 30 days. Now, of the 24 bits of active for sale supply that I've been carrying throughout the last 30 days, only one of those properties withdrew from the marketplace due to circumstances. So for all you active buyers out there, what that's telling me is that still 96% of sellers or thereabouts have full aspirations of going from for sale to under contract, eventually to sold. Now, during the last 30 days, I did see my average days on market slightly push out to 25 days versus that of 22 days in March. And that could be due to a number of factors, inclusive of, the restrictions on open inspections and having to do things privately. Obviously, a little bit of uncertainty with consumer confidence, which seems to be easing now. Now, the biggest thing that I noted throughout the last month was that I was 53% down on replenishing my new for sale supply to those properties that I've now put under contract or achieved the sold result and they've settled in April. And I've been saying this for years. The market is often a great indication by the amount that my phone does or doesn't ring with respect to buyer inquiries via phone and email to the other side, with sellers reaching out to me saying, Chris, I'm ready to get my home on the market, which influences the for sale supply coming to market in the coming weeks or months. And I've already noted in the first week of May that my phone has started to ring more than the last 30 days, and inquiries on properties are starting to come through more so now than they have throughout the month of April. So what I'm finding, folks, with the many buyers I'm meeting with on a weekly basis, 99% of them are fair and transparent buyers, basing their decisions on circumstances. Of the odd 1% opportunistic buyer, I'm finding when speaking with them that they're generally misinformed or a little bit uneducated when it comes to basing decisions, more so on the media hype that's typically based on journalism that's influenced by the Eastern Seaboard states versus locally here in South Australia and what's happening on the ground right now. Now, as we all know, folks, South Australia, a little bit of a conservative state. Most certainly, we've been a national leader with respect to the health curve and the COVID-19 virus, hence why restrictions have lifted from this week forward. But our growth and our market volatility and more so stability here in South Australia is a lot more robust in consideration to those Eastern Seaboard states. The other thing we're going to have to be conscious of as a potential seller for the remainder of 2020 is the stability and the growth with respect to unemployment. Now, I believe with what the federal and state governments have put in place with respect to the JobKeeper, I know as a local small business employing people, it's most certainly helping us get people back to work and getting them to do what they do best and keeping people confident with job security. There's also, from May, obviously the job seeker parameters change a little bit there. So I think there's a lot of provisions that have been put in place to help us navigate this uncertainty with respect to unemployment. But it would be naive if, as a potential seller, you didn't take this into consideration, because as always, if unemployment goes up, it just means less people working, less people with income and money to spend on high-ticket items such as your home. So we'll just have to keep our finger on the pulse with respect to unemployment and where that leads over the coming months. So homeowners and sellers, my forecast for the remainder of 2020 is simply, if for sale supply remains abnormally low like it is right now, should we see a slight increase in unemployment, I believe locally here in South Australia, we'll still see a fair playing field both for sellers and buyers alike. Yes, there might be less buyers in the marketplace if unemployment goes up, but what it will mean, of those quality buyers that remain in the marketplace, they'll still have selective and limited choice to choose from with respect to for sale supply. supply. Now, should we see for sale supply increase, which typically doesn't happen seasonally in winter and is not known until September when spring rolls around, but if we do see that for sale supply increase combined with an increase in unemployment, most certainly we might see values start to peg back a little bit. Well, folks, that wraps up another episode for May 2020. Thanks for joining me again. And whatever you do, keep well, keep healthy, take care of each other. And until the next episode, it's bye for now.